All right. Thanks, you guys, for hopping on our team call tonight. My name is Ellen, and this is Team Play Hard's weekly Monday night team call. And I'm super excited because I just returned from our annual leadership convention. And this year it was in Vegas, which is like my least favorite place in the entire United States, but that's okay. I was hoping it would be announced that we'd be back in San Diego next year. But in any event, I'm really excited and I feel really renewed and invigorated. And that's what I hoped I would feel. And I hoped I could kind of bring that back to you guys. So tonight's team call is going to be kind of a recap, not a thorough one. I feel like I'm going to do that slowly over the course of time with dedicated team calls. Like, for some of the topics just warrant their own team call. So I thought tonight would be just kind of more like a shotgun approach to some of my biggest, like most immediate takeaways. And so it's going to seem, I think there's not going to be a cohesive through line to the points I make tonight. It's not like one point relates to the next necessarily. So I thought I would start by saying that, maybe what leadership is, in case you didn't know or you're watching the replay and you weren't sure. It's an annual convention it's really the top like 1% of the company. And so it's your elite coaches get invited. And then the step before it is the New Leader Conference, the NLC. So when you guys are making your goals, you want to set your sights on getting to New Leader Conference, the NLC. So look at the FAQs under that, but also know that it's totally doable to go to both. My first year doing that 3 years ago, I was able to go to both in the same year because the activities that get your business to the New Leader Conference level will also get you to the leadership level. So that's kind of what that is. So it's not very big. It's a pretty small event. And then the banter and the tenor of the event is, Carl and Jeff Hill and Michael Neiman and Arnaud and all those guys really talking to us like leaders and like our teams are what is making the company what it is. And there's none of this like extra like hoopla and bells and whistles and literally fireworks and figuratively fireworks that you see at some like the Coach Summit types of things. They're no longer trying to like sell the belief in the company because the people that are there already believe in it. So it's kind of cool. That's the atmosphere. And because of that, they really just level with us. So, Carl addressed the fact that it's been a rough year, and I've addressed that with you guys as well. And what I mean by a rough year is I actually mean 2016 and kind of the first half of 2017. So we talked about that. We looked at that. That came up. Many of the speakers talked about that. Carl talked about that. He actually compared it to he said this actually happened to him at the event. He was like trying to walk through a door, and he reached his arm out to push the door forward, and the door didn't open, and it jarred his shoulder, and it hurt, and then it didn't work. So he tried it again, it didn't work, tried it again, it didn't work, and then he just went through the other door. And he used that as the metaphor for the company and how, as you guys know, because we've already addressed this, I've already addressed these types of matters and issues with you guys because I'm like to shoot you straight too. We were an infomercial DVD business. No one watches TV anymore. Hollywood video stores are closing down. You know what I mean? Like, nobody teaches from a CD player at the gym anymore. The world is evolving. The world is changing. And we're with a company that is adapting, has already adapted, and is totally moving forward, totally reestablishing traction. And we are coming out of the kind of recession, if you will, that we were sort of found ourselves in 2016 and part of 2017. So I think that's all super exciting. And I was going to say that, even us, our team, because so during that kind of year of struggle, we lost coaches too. In fact, we lost one of our very best ever coaches that we've ever had in Team Play Hard to another MLM, someone who decided to do like a different type of product, clothing. And so that was really hard on our team. And like our team took a hit, and that particular organization, which is an organization within mine, took a hit. So mine took a hit, and it was hard, and it was sad. It's still sad, actually. But that was a kind of a microcosm of what the whole entire company, bye Colton, went through. So I'm thankful for those of you guys that have stayed around and been through that all. And some of you have joined us during that time. And some of you are brand new. So I was going to say, it occurred to me for the first time at leadership that I should have said something to you guys that I've never said, I don't think. So if I've never said it, I want you to know I'm never leaving. I'm never leaving. I'm not leaving. I have never I've never considered it, even in the roughest part of my business, even in the roughest time, like when that one incredible leader who I really liked and still have a lot of respect for, when she decided to leave for another product, a clothing network marketing company, even and the fallout from that, and I lost the leadership of one of my top coaches during that time too because of that fallout. Kim says she's not leaving either. I just want you guys to know it never crossed my mind. There were times where I was like, okay, this sucks right now. Like, this sucks. I also had a 4-star diamond coach, you guys, also that had her business center terminated for some fraud. And so like that happened in the same kind of period. So I lost like these pillar leaders, albeit one of them was fraudulent and one of them was wonderful. But anyway, the point is, that was a hard time. And even then I never went through a season of I'm not going to run a challenge group, or I'm going to not try to hit Success Club, or maybe this isn't for me, or maybe I want to do some other business or product. Never. It's not going to happen. I just wanted you guys to know that it's not going to happen. In fact, I even had conversations with myself and with my husband, like, if for some reason this company goes down, I'm going down with it. I'm going down with it because I put myself behind health and fitness, and I put my family behind health and fitness, period. Because there's nothing wrong with clothes. There's nothing wrong with wine. Hello, love wine. I love clothes. There's nothing wrong with lipstick. Hello, I love lipstick. But what do I want to put? What do I feel like gives me a sense of purpose that will make my children and my husband and myself proud of me? Health and wellness and fitness and people like you. And so, I mean, like, literally, I'd be in this if I wasn't making any money. Truly, I have that conversation with myself too. So just wanted you to know that I'm really, really proud of our mission, and it's really exciting. It's really exciting to see this recession lift. Really exciting. So, and it is. So I'm just going to jump into my points that are going to not connect very well to one another. One of the big takeaways for me at this particular leadership was that every single day on Instagram should be an invite. Every single day. So sometimes I cluster my invites like around the invitation for a challenge group, for a cluster of 3 to 5 days of invite in my messenger, on the phone, face to face, and on Facebook, like a cluster style. And then sometimes, and then similar when we have a business presentation once a month. So I tend to have these like dual clusters of rapid fire inviting behavior. I'm going to change that. And I like to change things about my business. I like to change new things. I like to learn. I do. And so one of the speakers, her name is Haley Christensen, I think. And I'm going to pull her account up just so you can spell her name and follow her. I'm really big into you guys following these great coaches and then unfollow after a while. Like, just get the idea and then do you. So I'll follow someone like this maybe for 2 weeks, and then I'll learn from it. I'll be influenced by it, and then I want to be me. And I know I fall into the trap of imitation, and I don't ever want to do that. So I caution you guys to follow for too long. Let me just quickly pop this open so you can see Hayley. Okay, so it's spelled like that. There's 2 Y. That's HAYLEY _ Christian. And so she was one of the presenters specifically about Instagram. And her account is fabulous. And she talks about doing multiple styles of selfies, some full body, some close up, some in a mirror, some outdoors. But you can see that it's predominantly selfies. But my point is, these are there's an invitation attached to every single post every day. So if you guys want to go through here on your own time, you're going to see that every single post is a reference to coaching. Now, notice you're not going to see anything. She's leading with her. Like, she's not showing her Shakeology shaker here. She's doing that curiosity marketing that Chalene talked about at Summit and that we all talk about on our team as well. But it's just really a beautiful example. I mean, you guys aren't seeing anything but her leading with her. And it's clearly a business account. I'm going to go ahead and stop the share. I did want you to give her account a look on your own time so you can read some of those posts. But what she does is she invites in a really natural or a way that is like oblique references to coaching, the business, the workouts. There's nothing like joy, you guys know, there's nothing in there that would ever be considered spammy. And we do need to, and I love this idea of inviting every day on Instagram. I feel better about that on Instagram than on Facebook even, because on Facebook, it's kind of, there's an expectation that it's kind of your personal, like it's kind of your personal Facebook page, not your business page, but your personal page. There's a social expectation that it's social, not business, even though we do feather in our business to it. On Instagram, there's no such expectation. I mean, like every single, like go to a juice bar and see if they're on Instagram. Go to a coffee shop in your neighborhood and see if they're on go into a gym and see if they're on Instagram. Go into a hair salon and see if they're on Instagram. Go into a bike shop and see if they're on Instagram. Every like contemporary business right now that has any kind of business savvy has an Instagram account. So like when we're are we all not on spending time on Instagram every day for our business? Like I spend a lot of time every day on Instagram, and the only reason I'm doing that is for my business. If I wanted to have like a super private Instagram account, I could, but the one you guys see, the one I spend time on, that's because I want to grow my business. So why not talk about it every single day in a natural way? So I'm going to incorporate that. I would love to challenge you guys to do the same. There was another couple of Instagram educators at Leadership that I can give you guys their names too, but that was the one that I was like, I like how she does it. It's so natural. Okay, moving on. I'm not sure if I'm saying this coach's name right. I did have this live streamed into our team page. Kasha. I want to say Kesha like the singer, but I think it's Kasha. Kacia. Did you guys see her? Sherry, I think you were on live. Kim, I think you were on live. Did you guys see Kasha, the one that talked about part-time income? Okay, Jelly, it was so good. So the quick bullet points, because I'd really much rather you watch her entire presentation. There's no way I can do it justice. It was amazing. Definitely in the top 3 speeches that we heard at Leadership. But basically, this is a woman, brilliant young woman, who worked full-time for Google. By the way, shout out to Bobby. He just got a job at Google. And I know, isn't that cool, Heather? So cool. Like he was working at Target. It's so cool. He's so cool. He's one of the smartest guys I know. Okay. So anyway, this chick, full-time corporate America job, and like her upline, who she had a great affinity with, great rapport with, great respect with, she didn't relate to her whole story because they're just so different. And she kind of thought she needed to be, anyway, to the point directly, she found that she didn't know that she wanted this to be a full-time gig until she was working it part-time for a while. She didn't know. And so she didn't relate to all this like full-time talk. Like I talk like full-time talk. I talk like full-time talk. I talk like that about my business. And her upline did as well. She didn't relate to that. It didn't appeal to her. And so if she was, and then she started promoting the business like that, but wasn't attracting as many people. So she started promoting it as, instead of business jargon, using like bestie jargon and talking about hobby, side money, like a little bit of money on the side, and doing a little, talking about it a little bit more like that. You guys have to watch it because she did so much better. But because people don't really know that they might never want it to be a full-time thing, but even if they do want it to be a full-time thing, maybe they just need to try it for a little while. Hold on. Oh my gosh, Wendy. Wendy's like, today is my first day and I'm not leaving, all caps. Hi, Wendy. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I didn't know that was you on because your video is not turned on. But you don't have to turn it on. It's just not turned on. That is so awesome that you would just even get on this team call on your first day. Oh, okay. So anyway, so that was really cool. And she talked about having 3 different types of business activity trackers. And so I definitely want to try to implement this into our new coach training. Leona, you and Kara might want to do the same. When you move forward with your new coach training. By the way, new coach training started today. Jake really helped me behind the scenes get that up and running. It's not finished yet. It's almost finished. I have like 11 more videos to make. But anyway, I've been gone. Okay, it's fine. We have like the next week and a half covered. It's fine. But what was my point? Oh, that like we have the business activity tracker kind of a thing, or like, Sherry, what do we call it? The what within the week? The what was it? What do we call it?
Win the week.
Win the week.
Sorry, I was muted.
No. I knew you would know what I was talking about. Okay, so win the week. Yeah, we got that when you and Marcus signed on, and we kind of fast-tracked you guys. So, like a coach that wants to like hit the ground running and, massively work this thing hard and long and spend a lot of time, their business activity tracker goals should be different than it. So she differentiated it as a coach that walks versus jogs versus runs. So if a coach is going to run, yeah, they want to post 5 times a day on social media. But what if they don't want to? What if they're just very part-time-ish? Or what if they're just like a discount coach that maybe is interested in doing this part-time? And we're telling them as new coaches, you guys need to post on social media 5 times a day. Like, what if they just want to post once a day? Once a day would be perfect for a coach like that. So basically it's like categorizing the coaches as walkers, joggers, and runners. One's not better than the other, as we know. It's whatever the individual wants. But then we should set our expectations appropriate to their desires, their business desires, because what if you were a walker and your expectation was to post on social 5 times a day and to do the, you would feel like you were failing, but you aren't. Your goals are just different. So that's something that we want to implement. I want to implement with our team, is like figuring out a business activity tracker for 3 different levels that's appropriate, so that they feel as successful as they ought to feel. Okay, moving on. There was another coach that spoke, and I didn't get this one recorded, but I'm sure I can find a recording of it for us. Her name was Maura. I can't remember her last name. And she said a couple of things that really grabbed me. First of all, she had her own business in like a juice company, like a raw juice, like a juice company. And it was really successful for a while, but it was like consuming her life, running her own business, and taking a toll on her marriage and her family. I'm going to wrap soon, you guys. We're almost out of time. And I mean, burning the wick at both ends, that whole thing, like just like working herself ragged as this business owner. And somehow she like agreed to become a coach. And it was kind of like this desperate effort to like, I'll have to get the video for you, but it was out of desperation. And she said she thought she needed to like pay Carl Daikeler back because she was making money. And she was like, because that's what you do. Like, she's like, the marketing is paid for. Our websites are paid for. They're doing the packaging. They're doing the shipping. They have their own legal team. They're doing all the things that she was having to pay for or get investors to pay for and then pay them back. And she was like, how can you get all those things for $16 a month? How can we have marketing, like beautiful marketing and videos, sizzle, like promotional stuff, advertising, shipping, all of that for $16 a month. So she kept thinking she needed to pay Carl back. I thought that was really funny. But one of the things she said that grabbed me is Emerald is a choice. And I was like, whoa, that's huge. Emerald is a choice. Meaning, if you want to get to Emerald rank, get to Emerald rank. Just decide to do it and do it. You know, you probably have a good friend and maybe a spouse or maybe a parent. Like, it's a choice, make it happen. And then she said of that, in that same vein, that she never was told that diamond was hard. Getting to diamond rank was hard. She never heard anything like that. She enrolled. She somehow ended up in a Barbie Decker diamond training. And Barbie was like, it's a 6-week training, you know, geared to get you to diamond. And so she said she opened her calendar, counted 6 weeks, circled the date, and put diamond. And she never heard, she just wasn't exposed to the way we sometimes can talk as coaches. I'm guilty of it too, of like, oh, it can be hard. And, you know, she didn't have that self-fulfilling prophecy. And so sure enough, by that 6th week, she was diamond. And I just thought that was powerful. Both, I know those are two different points, but both how the value of having a $16 a month business, not including our Shakeology or our product, but $16 a month business and having all of that paid for. And then also we get in this self-fulfilling prophecy. And it made me think, moving forward, I don't want to tell new coaches that getting to diamond, it can be a struggle, because it's such a mindset thing. Okay, I'm going to close with this, and then we can open it up if you want to questions and stuff. We're almost out of time. I wanted to close. So I told you in the beginning, like, I'm not leaving. It's never going to happen, and I've never even been tempted to, even in the hardest part of the business for me. I also wanted to say that I know you guys have seen, because I've been posting in the team page, that my daughter enrolled and stuff. I wanted to say that I want that to encourage you guys that my daughter became a coach, because, some of you know her a little bit, but she's 18. She is definitely my willful child. She's literally, she doesn't do anything that I would like her to do. You guys, the only class she's ever taken at the gym is Zumba. And if you guys know me at all, like, that's really funny. It's like the one class I just won't take because I'm so bad at it. She just likes to do things that I don't do. She's just really like willful and likes to have her own identity. And really, like, she doesn't even go to church with me. She likes to go to her own church that she found. And I wanted her to be I had her in private school. I wanted her to stay in private school. So she wanted to go to public school. Like, it's been like that, our whole relationship. It's still like that. And I'm so excited about this, of course, because it's my daughter. But, not just because it's my daughter. I'm excited because what a testimony this is to you guys of my life changed. I know you guys don't see like huge transformation pictures with my like a huge like a significant before and after. I was very overweight in high school, and then today I struggle with food. I'm a yo-yoer, so you might see transformation photos when I do programs because I clean it up and stick to the portion fix, and then I go to Vegas for a weekend, or I go to LA for a weekend, and I'm back to my set point. But anyway, this to me is like evidence of the transformation of my life, because my children know that, and my husband, like, they know more than anyone in the world what my life was like and what my life is like now. And they are so blessed. Like, my daughter knows I have been able to get all of them cash, cars, beaters, and they totaled one, and guess what? I had cash and got them another one. Like, I don't have to worry about, I used to be like, we can't afford it. We didn't buy paper towels because, like, by the time, you're grocery shopping and it's like, I got to spend all my money on food. Like, forget paper towels. We'll use a washcloth. Like, that's how I raised them until I got traction in this business, you guys. We were so broken. I know you guys know that's part of my story, but my kids felt it acutely, painfully. They didn't get, we were WIC, and we were the WIC family, and we were the food stamps, and we were the Oregon Health Plan, and all of that. That was their life. Like, no, you can't have new shoes. Let's just glue the heels together. And so it's just so cool that my daughter that has never, like, if I say black, she says white, is like doing this business because she's doing it because she has seen that what it has done for our family. So I wanted to tell you guys that more than I wanted to tell anyone that. It's really exciting, but you guys won't see much of her because she's not on Facebook. She's way too young for that. She's way too cool for Facebook, but you won't see her really in the team page. I mean, she has a Facebook account. She might check it like once every 6 months, but anyway, that's all I got. So I know that's super disjointed, but one, I wanted to say the business is doing well as a whole. We're back on track. We're going through another door. We're going Beachbody On Demand. We're doing things differently. We have new programs. We're being really adaptive. And they talked about companies like BlackBerry that didn't adapt. Like, they used examples of companies that just like refused to change the course when the times changed, and how those companies crumbled. And Carl's not that way, and we're seeing a lot of light now, and so that's exciting. And then I wanted to challenge you guys. Maybe it's up to you. You do you, but I'm going to start talking every single day on Instagram about the business, because I'm like, we need to be working towards the dollar. So that's our business. It's a business account. Did you guys all set yours up to business so we can run analytics? It's a business account. Like, shouldn't we talk about our business every day? Like, if we were selling like shoes, wouldn't we talk about the shoes every day and how we sell the shoes and how we like the shoes and how the shoes fit so good? I mean, we should talk about it every day. We shouldn't show pictures of like product every day and links to our store and all that spammy stuff. But I think look at Haley, like, it's great. She's a great example. Okay. So then, I think that we ought to sometimes talk about the part-time work, and just know that people sometimes need to get their foot in the door and see what we're really like and see what coaching is really all about before they even would consider full-time. And maybe they'll never consider it, but it's a new approach, something to think about. Emerald is a choice. Diamond doesn't have to be hard. It's what you tell yourself about it. And my daughter is the biggest testimony to my transformation so far that I have. I wish I had a photo of that transformation, but I don't. So I've just told you the story. All right, guys, that's all I've got. It's been half an hour. I'm more than happy to open it up to conversation or questions.
Can I say something, Ellen?
Please.
Turn the TV down.
No, I just wanted to tell you, I can only imagine sitting at leadership and you start sitting there evaluating yourself and your business and everything and doubting and then feeling good and doubting and feeling good. I mean, that's what I would do if I was sitting there. And I just want to tell you from all of us, I'm sure that we think that you are an awesome leader.
Oh, thank you so much. I do think like I don't belong here. This is my third year, and every time I'm like, I don't belong here. I'm not one of these people. So thank you for that. So I appreciate that.
I just wanted to quickly say, I don't know if you read the note, that I love and appreciate you all very greatly. And to be honest, if I have not had the connection to Beachbody and all of you, I don't know if I would be making it right now. So I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Dana, we love you so much, and we are so thankful that you are part of us and a very big part of us. I mean, I look at everyone on here. We all love you so much. Our grief has been heavy for you.
Yeah, we definitely love you, Dana and Ellen. You definitely deserve to be at leadership. You are an awesome leader. And I didn't get a chance to watch the like the new product video. I saw that we have bars coming out. Can you give us a highlight of those things?
Yes. Okay. The two things I'm most excited about moving forward are the Ilana program. So you guys saw that? Jillian, I don't know if you saw that. So it's Ilana with an I, Lana, and she is a registered dietitian, and she's just beautiful, articulate, funny, passionate, but above all, and very, very, very like real. But then you find out that she's lost 100 pounds. And so and she struggles. And like even Carl would say, well, you struggled with food. And she's like, no, struggle every day. So I'm thrilled because as wonderful as Autumn's programs are for people, I've never related to her because I've never looked like that and I never will look like that. And what I would have to do in my frame to look like that, because she's an anomaly. Like she's an anomaly physically. So I'm saying this with all due respect. Like it doesn't resonate with a woman like me. It never will. Now I think Autumn is amazing for people that are in like the figure and the physique and the shows. And like that's her. She has that background, and we're so lucky that we have someone like her in our toolbox. And I love what Carl said about the Portion Fix are like an external way of addressing the problem. He used the word external. And Ilana's program is going to be from the inside out, an internal program, an internal focus. And so, but just watching her and knowing that she knows what it's like to struggle with her own obesity and her own like feeling out of control when it comes to food I'm so excited because honestly, in my experience with women, that is most women. And that is definitely me and definitely the women in my life. And so I'm excited to have that program. And it looks like, I'm not really sure what we get. It looks like it's going to be like 15 video. Like, I don't know if I think this is in the video. I think we'll be able to look back on my live stream and get this answered. But it looks like they buy 15 videos and PDFs and how to shop. And it probably focuses a lot on the emotional. Do you know, Sherry, did you see that? What the actual product is? There's no workout.
Do you think it'll be on BOD or it'll be like an Ultimate Reset kind of thing?
I think it's going to be on BOD, and I think it has its own app. And this is a wild guess, so don't quote me. But in the playback, if you watch, there's a plate that comes up. A plate with like, so I'm wondering if like we work on filling that plate correctly. I don't know. There has to be some practical way. But I know you can drink alcohol. I know you can, like, it addresses like those issues of like, what if you love cooking? What if you hate cooking? What if you want to drink? What, you know, and that it's definitely not calorie counting and stuff like that. So that I'm so excited about that just because she was just wonderful. I'm thankful that Carl is finding people like that. And then I just think it's a great change. And I think Autumn is great. And I think this is great that we have more than just that. And then the bars. I don't think that they're going to be like this dense nutrition, like the live properties that are in Shakeology aren't going to be like in this bar. I think it's going to be like better than a cookie and like a healthy snack. I mean, you know, like I don't think it's going to be dense nutrition, but it's going to be 10 grams of protein, I think 5 carbs, 150 calories. They tasted really good. I had one of them. The girls had the other one. And I did see that it's going to be a challenge pack with if you buy 3 boxes. So I know I'm going to do that. I know I'll do that. So, you know, some of us that have like Boku Shakeology at our house, I'm going to swap out one of those orders for 3 boxes of bars. And I think that's November. And that was pretty much it for product. They did a ton of hype around 80-Day Obsession. And, there's going to be a new app for Autumn's 21-Day Fix. Did you see that? Okay, that is right before the Alana clip on that live video. I think it's live video number 2. Autumn talks about a new app that's better than the 21-day tracker. And then it has, I don't know what it has. It's supposed to be better than the 21-day tracker. Yeah. That's all I know.
Quick question on the challenge pack for double time. Isn't that what it's called?
Yes.
You get 3 points if you just sell the one with the DVD.
3 points if they get that challenge pack. All right, this is what I realized today. If you do the challenge, if someone enrolls with a challenge pack, I just learned this. I think I've messed up a lot of people. It defaults to Shift Shop. Have you guys noticed this? Have any of you had this problem? Well, I have, and people are like, why did I get the Shift Shop one? And then I tried to sign up Tabby's friend with her at the airport, and it defaults to the Shift Shop challenge pack. At least when you go through someone's website, it does. Okay, anyway, I'm confused by this. I feel like Sherry or Jelliet or Leona, maybe you guys know, some of you guys that have FAQs in your brains. There's different challenge packs. Like the Shift Shop one, you get the agility markers. The 80-Day Obsession one, I'm sure you're going to get the loops and stuff. Someone else speak to this who knows more about it. But that they have to pick double time to get like this tacky ball, right? And then that's the one.
The double time, I believe it's the $180 one, gives them the buddy ball, and it also gives them the DVDs, and it also gives them an extra shaker so that their kids can have a shaker and so that they can have a shaker.
Oh, yeah.
And that gives you 3 Success Club points. But the $160 challenge pack that is double time geared also gives you the 3 Success Club points.
Wait, so why DVDs? I'm confused. Just because people still want DVDs?
Yeah.
Does it include BOD?
Yes.
Oh.
It's like in addition, so they get like the whole $160 challenge pack, and then in addition to that, they get the buddy ball and the shaker and the DVDs for some reason.
Okay.
Which is really weird, I thought, but.
I had a few questions. First of all, Dr. Luigi, is he like a doctor that's going to serve on a panel for us? You know, kind of like the 101 doctors, or just like a doctor that signed on with Beachbody? And then I had another one, but go ahead.
Oh my gosh, he was amazing. I loved him so much, and I didn't record him talking the next day, but he's just like a mad scientist, and he is a doctor, and his credentials are ridiculous. But he's going to be an educator for us, and part of probably part of our R&D team. Don't quote me on that, but I want to tell you what stuck out to me that he said, because he's really passionate about all this health, everything that we do and stand for. He said that a pumpkin spice latte, he didn't want to name the company, so he didn't, but a pumpkin spice latte, a big one, is 750 calories. Oh, he was talking about how the world has changed for our youth. And he said that when we were, like, he's probably my age, and he was like, when he was young, kids didn't drink coffee. They didn't go to the coffee shops. They didn't do it. Now they do. They do one. My daughter says she does 1 and 2 a day, Dutch Brothers, 1 or 2 a day. And they're almost $5 a pop. Because she wants to sell to her friends, and she's like, all my friends go 1 to 2 times a day to Dutch Brothers. Anyway, so he was saying how this pumpkin spice latte, 750 calories, and that kids go get it, and they get a scone or a muffin. And that's then a 1,200 calorie snack. It's not even a meal. It's what the kids today consider a snack. And he's like, it's 1,200 calories of empty nutrition. There's no fiber. There's no protein. There is no vitamins and minerals. There's nothing good for them in that 1,200 calorie snack. And so he's just, he just knows about, no! Oh my gosh! My dog is eating my slider. Molly! She thinks it's a Frisbee. My dog just ate my slider. Whatever. I don't think it's destroyed. It's just whatever. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'll find out more about Luigi, but he's awesome. It's not Carl's expertise. So I think like Ilana and Luigi, they have the expertise of like our main doctor. And then we have what's his face for Performance Line, my other crush. What's his name? Elliot, what's his name?
Nima
for performance. So I think his niche is just health.
Okay, back to the bundles. Is it going to be set for Success Club 2 for the big shebang? There was 3 different ones. There was the double time, and then there was the obsessed one, and then there was like the big thing that was $440. Is that going to be more than Success Club 2?
Probably. I don't know. I know what you're talking about, that enormous.
It comes with the Performance Line for every month for the whole obsessed.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out more about it, but
he did say something like the night before people will have access to it. So it's January 15th is when 80 Obsession comes out, and like the night before they're going to have access, I think, to the meal plans or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's all I know, guys. I can't believe my new coach came on. I probably shouldn't have talked about like, oh, the company wasn't doing well. Whatever. Oh, well. Yeah. So that's all I know. New coach training. It's better. You guys should like at least go in there and like thumb through the videos. They're better than they've been, and they're shorter than they've been. We get a little bit better at that all the time. So, all right, guys. Have a wonderful evening. I'll get the replay up. Love you. Okay. Bye, guys.